clickety-clack down the track. We're back with the brand new Goat Mommy podcast.
Let's go!
We had to rework some stuff because the boys don't really play Fae anymore. Jeannie and I are less invested than we used to be. So we decided, let's do a real podcast.
Finally, over all the years.
Yeah, that's what this was all like leading up to. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
It was
practicing for years.
Yeah, literally like a 5-year build-up.
Years. For a real podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So this episode's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be like the first, we're going to be going over like different game anniversaries that have been happening because there's so many that have been happening like in the past month. But in the future, we're going to pick like a movie or a game or both to go over and kind of do like a book club format, except with movies and games. So it'll be fun. It'll get us playing games more, and then we can yap. Your favorite part is listening to us yap, right?
Obviously.
Right?
Yeah, it's our. I think it's our camaraderie. You know what I mean?
Yes.
In an era that is
Shared
so
yappage.
exactly in an era that is so isolated and disconnected from each other, it's just so nice and wholesome to see 4 friends come together and talk about how much Fire Emblem has disappointed them in other Nintendo games.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it. Hit the nail on the head. Yeah. So I think we had said we wanted to maybe start off by just talking about like what we're playing right now, just for fun. So I'm gonna share because I've been bopping back and forth between a couple things. The main ones being Rabbit and Steel. Which
never heard of it.
It's a game. I think it's a single developer who made it, I believe. And it's based off of the raiding mechanics in Final Fantasy XIV. So it uses like similar systems, but it's got these cute little bunny girl characters. The art style's very cute, and it's very challenging, and it's a roguelike, I would say, in that you keep doing runs over like trying to beat these really challenging bosses and unlocking different item sets that you can power up with and stuff. So it's a lot of fun. Dean and I have been playing it together and trying to rack up the achievements for it. I'm a fan.
I like the art style of it. It looks nice.
Yeah, isn't it cute? The girls are so
high
cute.
reviews on Steam and
Yes.
Google as
Great.
well.
It has such cute art, but don't let it fool you. It's a hard.
It is genuinely so hard.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like the most cutesy looking games are typically the most like brutal. Like what's that, Toho or whatever, the bullet shooter thing. Yeah, like any sort of anime art, cutesy art is like insanely.
No, I agree. Yeah,
is this a 2-player game, or is you guys like watching each other play?
It's 1 to 4. Yeah, so 1 to 4. There's a lot of stuff like achievements and stuff that's exclusive to playing solo. So definitely it is well intended for solo as well.
Like the battles are different depending on how many players there are as well.
Yes,
so
they
like
do change. The mechanics change.
They do specifically harder single player, and as you get more players, you get like more cooperative mechanics.
Okay, overwhelmingly positive.
Cool.
Did this come out recently? I haven't heard of it.
A year ago.
And it had it just had a patch super recently. Like they had an update in February, like a big where they released like 3 new character classes.
I think that's why I had heard about it too, because I had seen stuff about it elsewhere as well.
Yes.
I want to say you'd mentioned it, or I saw you guys playing it on Steam or something.
That would make sense. Yeah, we played quite a bit of it. I have let's see. I have 36 hours on it currently. Dean, I think, has significantly more.
Okay.
So it's...
Has this been like your new replacement for Final Fantasy XIV?
I wouldn't say replacement, but it has been a nice like stand-in in that I haven't been wanting to progress the story in that as much because it's a lot of like reading and concentration, and this I can just kind of like jump in, grab it, and go. However, I have also, I was going to say the other game I've been playing is Final Fantasy 16.
Devil May Cry like action game?
That one. Yeah, the action game. Yep. Yeah, I've been playing that, and I've liked it. I like it. I have my complaints and critiques, but I do like it. I like the main character a lot. I think the combat is really fun and bombastic and like ridiculous. And yeah, it's a good time. I enjoy the world and the world building and the core cast. So I am having fun. I just think it's a little bit like overly gritty at some points. They're really into the and then everyone in the village was slaughtered brutally, and it's like, okay, guys, we can only do this so many times before it starts to get a little.
They're trying to get Witcher cred. They're like, we're serious now.
Exactly. Yeah.
That was honestly what kind of drove me away from it. I always liked how there was like a bit of whimsy, you know what I mean? To Final Fantasy, and it being like Game of Thrones, Witcher level, dark, edgy. Yes. Like I remember they were like, there's a moment that happens early on that is so messed up, it will like, you know what I mean? And I think it was like one of the characters dies and it's like really bloody, and it's like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels like it's trying a bit too hard, but I hear the gameplay is fun, so.
Yes, the gameplay is fun, and again, like I think the protagonist is like really compellingly written.
And Ben Starr, he's a great voice actor.
His performance is incredible, really, really, really excellent. So yeah, I mean, definitely huge. And also, like it looks beautiful. Like the graphics are great. It plays smoothly. I've not had any performance issues or anything like that. And I've just really enjoyed the combat quite a lot.
I feel like the one thing you're always going to get with Final Fantasy is a good-looking game. Like, they always make games look insanely
deliver.
good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. So that's where I'm at with that, and I've shared mine, so feel free, whoever wants to jump in next.
We're missing a major one from you.
Oh, we are?
Involving a certain hobby for like
Oh my god, you're right! I'm a flop. I'm so sorry. The other game I've played recently is Gunfrog. And... I will send you a picture, and it's pretty much all you need to know about it.
I think that's another single dev indie game.
Yeah,
short game.
Oh yeah.
So it's about a frog who swallowed a gun, and he must now go and defeat the evil King Toad. By shooting things with his gun, and that's the game. It's like a 5-hour game. I beat it in a day, I think, but I just really liked the design of the frog. He's very charming. And you get to dress up like a little cowboy. You get a cowboy hat and boots, and you get a little ammo belt. It's very good. The mechanics are a little funky in terms of the momentum. They take some
I'm looking at a video.
Feels kind of
looks a bit floaty.
A little yes, floaty is a great word for it. But as you get used to it, you can like do some really interesting like combo jumps and build up some cool momentum.
I'd like to see a speed run of this game, honestly.
Oh wow, that would probably be crazy. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Very
all right,
cool.
And that's mine. Now I'm done. For real.
Pass the talking stick. Who you giving it to?
Oh gosh, I have to choose. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, it's you, Kelsey.
Okay. So I've been, if anyone is following on my streaming side, I have been playing through Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle and through. I just finished Pikmin for GameCube. My plan is to play all 3 versions of Pikmin 1 and kind of compare them.
Ooh,
Maybe
that's
I'll make
fun.
a video or a short or something like that, just kind of going over it. But I wanted to kind of explore that. And then Hatsune Miku Picross 2, basically. It's, what is it? Hatsune Miku Logic Puzzle S Plus or something like that. Yeah. The nice thing about this one compared to the previous one, which I did 100%.
Oh, wow.
It took me about 80 to 90 hours. 100%.
Dang, that's impressive.
That's
wow.
I really like
putting in the work.
Her brain is so large.
I really like Picross. You get to unlock different outfits and decorate your room, which is really cute.
That is
cute. So that's fun. That gives you more incentive to actually complete the puzzles. And then I've been playing Stardew. My Stardew like off-stream kick has kind of been easing up a little more, but because I got really into it like middle of last summer or so, and then it's kind of been easing out a little bit as I'm kind of coming to my personal run's end for a second time, so
makes sense.
But
honestly,
Kingdom Battle. Sorry.
I was gonna say I'm looking at Hatsune Miku Logic Paint, and I'm like, dang, you're telling me I can get cute outfits and decorate my room? I might have to play. I don't know. I too love a good Sudoku, so
yeah. I mean, it's really fun. I got the first one on a whim when, because I get limited run marketing emails because I bought like one game from them at some point, and so limited run I get the marketing emails, and I'm like usually like, okay, whatever, I don't care about this. But something spoke to me about Logic Paint S. I was like, I had never played Picross before, but I got it, and I was like, I love this. What is this? I love this. And then I played like Mario Picross and Puppy Cross.
Oh wow, there's so many.
Where you get to unlock dogs and cats and then decorate your yard.
Ooh.
Very cute. So I played those last year, and just it's addicting. And keeps me up at night sometimes in a good way.
Good.
I'm just like, one more puzzle. Just one more puzzle.
Just one more.
Yeah. Kingdom Battle is an interesting game though, because it's first of all such an ugly game. All of the Mario, all of the characters look like plastic.
Yeah.
And it bothers me a little bit.
See that.
And I don't know if it's just because it's Ubisoft who did it, or whether it was a budget thing, or what was going on with it. But it's an ugly game.
Damn.
Stupid plot premise. Horrible plot premise. Fun combat.
Oh, okay.
That's the main thing I've heard.
I'm currently stuck at a point in which the map is driving me crazy, so I took a break and then was like, Pikmin time. We're playing Pikmin. I'm mad at this. I got mad. I started raging. Buttercup was crying and going at like
That's wild.
1 a.m, and I couldn't kick her out of my room because my mom was sleeping. And I was just so done, dude. It's kind of like it reminds me of some of the Conquest maps where you're just it's good, but it's hard, and I don't know how to progress.
Of difficulty in the Mario game? That's crazy.
Yes.
Wow.
Someone else in my chat was mentioning that this part made them rage quit for like 3 years.
Oh my god! Wow.
Because there's like reinforcements that show up. You're supposed to get to the other side of the map.
Hate that.
And the problem is when reinforcements show up, they're just kicking your butt, and you're limited to using Mario in your party, and you're required to use Mario and 1 Rabid. You can pick whichever Rabid and whichever third character you want, but you're required to have 1 Rabid and Mario. And Mario is just kind of, I mean, he's an everyman character, so he doesn't really have a specialty.
Right.
Luigi is a glass cannon and also has distance, and I like using him, and both of the Peaches have healing mechanics, but one Peach is better than the other. I think regular Peach is better than Rabid Peach, because you can heal without using, all you have to do is jump, and then it heals you instead of using like your mana up for the turn kind of thing, because there's like a refresh. I guess the most comparable thing is using, like the styles in Fire Emblem Heroes. There's like a refresh.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that comes to mind, is that there's different things you can do that have refreshes, and it takes healing is one of them with Rabid Peach. And regular Peach, you can heal just by using the jump mechanic. Basically, her movement heals.
Right. That's nice.
And she has an AoE heal, so. It's frustrating. I'm stuck on a part, but it's been fun gameplay. They have the word hell in that game. They have a character doing bleeped swearing, and they have the word
crazy. Oh my god!
I can't believe they approved that. That's wild.
Game, all right.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh god, that is still such a bizarre crossover. Rabid and
really
Mario.
Is.
It's one of those that it's like every time I remember it exists, I get a little bit more confused.
It's like almost as confusing as TMS. Almost.
Yep.
You know what? What about
Kingdom
Fortune
Hearts?
Street?
Or that too.
Kingdom Hearts is still the
Very
craziest.
bizarre.
The Kingdom Hearts crossover is the craziest of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know how they swung that.
Yeah. I still remember reading about that in a magazine like freaking 25 years ago and being like, what? They're doing what? Oh my god.
Final Fantasy and Disney?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah,
I think one turned out a little bit more iconic and successful than the other, even though Mario
Perhaps.
Kingdom Battle did get 2 games, I suppose.
That's true.
Yeah. Somehow.
Yes, somehow.
I would say I've always heard that it is a good strategy game, and every time I've heard that, I've been like, that's great. I will not be playing it.
We will not be playing.
Yeah, like not for me, but I'm glad that it's good.
Yeah, I mean, I'd recommend it as like an inexpensive strategy game that's kind of a little bit different, but it's a weird game.
Yeah, I just can't deal with something about the Rabbids characters is so off-putting to me.
Oh, I agree.
They are pretty off-putting.
They're somehow even more
upsetting.
off-putting than the minions, and they're both disgusting.
They're like, they're similar for me. There's like a stupid thing that it's like, who asked for these?
Who's
like, yeah, Rapids, give me 17 games.
The most undeserved success story of all time.
It killed the Rayman series.
They did.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you mean?
Brief aside, wasn't Rayman a DLC in the second Kingdom Battle game?
I believe so.
That's
so
weird. but he's like not with Mario, right? Isn't it just like Rayman and the Rabbids?
I haven't gotten there yet, so I don't know.
Oh, spoilers, my bad.
I will play
it
in
the future. You know,
let us know.
I'm writing this down every
absolutely.
month. I'll be like, so where's Rayman?
That'll be our running gag.
Checking in. Where's Rayman?
Isn't it the Rayman anniversary this year? We'll have to talk about that.
Rayman report.
Exactly. Good old Rayman report. All right. Is that anything else you're playing, or are you ready to pass the talking
Nope,
stick?
that's it. Let me flip a coin real quick.
Okay.
Hang on.
None of us want the responsibility of choosing someone. We're like,
take the lead.
Yeah.
I mean, I should probably go last. I was the last person to join, so I say Dean goes next.
Okay, Dean then.
All right. Well, Jeannie did, Manic already did steal some of my thunder with Rabbit and Steel. I've been playing that too.
Sorry.
So, in retaliation, I'm going to steal probably some of Toasty's thunder.
No way. Oh, no.
I've been playing
Evil.
a little game called Resident Evil Requiem.
Very nice. Very nice.
Which, I'm super excited for because I definitely really loved Resident Evil 4 Remake. That was like the one in the series I played the most to date. So I'm like, oh yeah, Leon's back. And I'm basic.
Yes, finally.
So, I love playing as Leon, but I do also really love playing as Grace as well, but...
Yeah, Grace, I did not think I was going to care about Grace in the slightest, but I actually do like her as a character. She's very different from Leon, and I think they complement each other well.
I was watching Spell play a little bit of it. Hers is more like Silent Hill gameplay.
It's more like more real horror. It's less action-based.
Okay.
It's more like Resident Evil 7. 7 and 2 remake.
It's like...
I was going to say... Dean just the other day was like, I was like, oh, how was Resident Evil today? And he was like, it was a good day. I got to play as Leon. And I was like, oh, do you not like playing as Grace? And he was like, no, it's just really scary.
Are you playing in first person?
Yeah,
Dean?
yeah. At least for Grace, third person for Leon.
Yes, no, I agree.
But I like going back and forth because there's one part like you play as Grace and then later you play as Leon and you kind of get to go through areas she's been at. Mm-hmm. But so like it's the feeling of like you go through her and you're hiding and like every shot counts and then you go as Leon and you're like, yeah, I've got a shotgun and just like walk down the halls blasting everything away.
He's just making like quips every kill. It's like absurd.
Like, whatever.
You could not have a more
Grace
like total whiplash.
Her hands are shaky when you hold her. Right? I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel so anxious whenever I'm playing as her. Every like little sound I'll go, Leon, I like see a big zombie in the other room and I'm like, oh yeah, here we go, time to kill him. So it's real fun contrast there. So
yeah,
I've been having a great time with it.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And then a little bit before that, I've been I'm still trying to beat it. I've been playing Tunic. I've been assigned that. On my background because it's one of those we've been watching videos, like different gaming videos and like kind of thought pieces, and Tunic keeps popping up. It's like, Zelda, Dark Souls type exploration action.
The ultimate video game SEist
for you.
game, for sure.
Exactly. Yeah, every time we heard about it. Yeah, it was like every person who would bring it up was like, it's an incredible game, you should play it. I don't want to spoil it for you, but you should play it. And also everything they said about it, I was like, this is such a Dean game. Like, Dean, why have you not played Tunic yet?
It has been pretty good. I think I'm close to the end, but I definitely see why it's like I've tried playing it beforehand like 1 or 2 times, and I play like 10 or 15 minutes, then be like, maybe I need to be in a different headspace for this. But this time I'm like going through, I'm like, yes, this is actually pretty cool.
This is the headspace.
I'm in the zone.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so it's fun. I can't say anything about it, guys. You just have to go play it for yourself.
You just have to play it yourself.
Yeah. I definitely sold it to people who are looking for like a Zelda-like when we've had it in stock, you know? Because we'll get the Switch copy from time to time, and
Nice.
I don't know if it's on. I can't remember whether it's on different platforms too or not, but I've definitely sold the Switch copy and been like, it's like Zelda, except it's not Zelda, it's a little fox.
Yeah, that's the kind of game that, like we were just talking about, like cutesy type games that it seems, this is just going to be like a cute animal mascot Zelda game, but it's actually, like you said, it's got some Dark Souls to it where it's actually pretty difficult.
And just like some interesting, I didn't know that it had the whole like game manual mechanic where like you're trying to like, find
unlock
the page, I feel like that really appeals to like our generation because we had those growing up, you know? Like I loved a good game manual.
Very millennial coded game for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, and in-game is so fun, like to both look through and see what's coming. It's also kind of interesting because they can also sort of mislead you with it, because you'll read like one page of the manual and you'll be like, this is what this means. And then you find a later one later and you're like, that was only part of the manual, so.
Just kidding,
Not the whole picture, Very cool. Okay. Anything else you wanted to add?
The one other game that I'm still playing, but like it takes a lot of brain power, so I can't do it all the time. Is speaking of weird strategy games, I've been playing Eugenics as well.
Oh, interesting. I've heard that game's really good.
That's really good. It's one of the best strategy games I've ever played. It's from like a tactics standpoint, really fun gameplay. That being said, it is made by Ed McMillan, and it's very Binding of Isaac / Newsground lore.
That
so,
Newgrounds
it's
style
not
of humor
for everyone.
Right.
So, even some of the humor, I'm like, wow, this is already really dated.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like a nostalgia bait for like bad humor times.
Wasn't he working on that game for like 10 plus years?
For like 10 years.
Oh my
That's
god,
crazy.
that's a long time. Yeah.
I mean, I guess it paid off. Apparently, it like sold insanely well. So good for him, I guess.
Number one roguelike selling game on Steam at least. So.
Wow. Dang.
Yeah, really fun. Like it goes on forever. You're always finding new stuff, and like it has cats, and you can send them to their death. So if you're into that sort of thing. And the deep lore building, the way.
Oh my god.
One thing that interested me, that caught my attention, because like I am not a roguelike person, and I'm not an Ed McMillan person. Like I didn't play Binding of Isaac. I played some Super Meat Boy back in the day. Like, oh my god, that's such an old like Xbox 360 style indie game. That was pretty fun. But like one thing that interested me was every cat is like voiced by a different like YouTuber or something, or have you noticed anything like that?
Yeah, they do. Like it's hard to tell like in the game, but like if you look at the list, it's like anyone who's been a part of internet culture at any time.
Right.
It feels like in the last couple years, like has a voice line in there, which
Dang.
of course
And
is like.
so are they saying something, or are they just meowing? Like, how does that work?
So it depends. Some of them are like meow, and some of them are like, "Ouch, that hurt." And like the fact that you never know between like who the
so
voice
funny.
is gonna be, it's like so dumb and like catches you off guard sometimes.
I feel like, obviously we all kind of grew up on internet culture over the past 20, 30 years even. Like, I feel like that would be a really fun aspect of the game to like identify, did that sound like this guy or X, Y, and Z, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like trying to figure out who's who. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really like that aspect of it. I think that's very unique.
It is, yeah, for sure. Okay. Does that just leave you, Toasty?
Wait, I get to pass the talking stick, and I'm going to take charge. No points needed here. I'm handing it over to Toasty.
All right, thank you so much, Dean.
Choice,
appreciate that. Okay, well, like Dean, I've also been playing mostly Resident Evil Requiem. Been enjoying that a lot.
Excellent.
he basically covered everything. Like the gray sections are genuinely scary.
For you then, because I forgot to cover it for me.
Oh, go for it. Yeah.
Do you, like, for me, this is somewhat recent, but whenever I play, like, a horror game, especially the newer ones, I'm like, all right, gotta wait till it's night and then turn off the lights and headphones.
Oh, yeah.
Do you do the same thing?
Yes.
I like sit around waiting all day. I'm like, oh, is it almost dark? Can I play look at the windows? Can I play computer yet?
Yeah, literally. No, I'm the same exact way. It feels like, I mean, the interesting thing though is there is a section where it's like this isn't completely you're always in the dark. There's some sections that have some daylight to it, which I think is interesting, and it's definitely not as scary because it's on the Leon side, but everything with Grace is just like, especially once you get past the tutorial area and you get into the care center and you meet, what do they call it? Is she called the girl?
The girl.
That like this just one of the scariest looking. Yeah, oh my god, she's one of the scariest looking monsters in any game, and just like this is like very early on. It's not really spoilers, but you're just hiding from it. And you're trying to, and I'm not used to playing Resident Evil in first person because I watched playthroughs of 7 and 8 because 7 especially just was too freaking scary. There's like no way I wanted to play that. I'd probably go back to it now, but so I'm like trying to decide like, can this enemy see me? And I'm like hiding under like this thing, and the character, the girl, the enemy just like screams in anger and frustration, like smacks like the table that I'm hiding under and like rumbles it, and I freak out like, oh my god, did she know I'm here? And she didn't know I was there. It's just like the game is so interesting in the way it has like this environmental interactions with the characters, the monsters, and it's just so cool. And
one other thing I've liked about it is like kind of like mentioning the girl, but like I feel like a lot of the zombies or like monsters have a lot of personality, which I really enjoy.
I think
it's not like a horde of like, I mean, there's some that are just kind of generic, but there's also plenty that like have specific behaviors or doing certain things. Like,
the Leon enemies are all generic, like let's be honest. But the ones in the care center that Grace is interacting with all have like, they actually talk, which is super interesting.
Oh, that is interesting. Yeah.
And some like walk around singing, which is really interesting. Whoa. There's like, they all have like a very specific style of routine and habits, and like it's so. Yeah, no,
the butcher
really
can't attack you if you're holding the soup, so you know.
Oh wow!
That's the only thing I picked up from Spell's playing is that the butcher, he somehow, I don't know if it was a bug or if it was intentional, but he.
Are you like do you have iframes when you're pushing something? Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe, yeah. It was.
Yeah.
So I thought the whole point of that section is you need to push the soup, and then like when he starts to look at you, you need to be like and run and hide.
I did the same exact thing, Dean. I played the same way.
He just was pushing the soup. I didn't wait for him to like figure out the section, but there was a point at which he tried to like. He shot the butcher, and then he pushed the soup, and the butcher did not see him pushing the soup.
That's funny.
As he went into the next room.
That's wild. Yeah, you do have to, like, if that was intentional or not. I don't know. Fascinating. Maybe there's some deep lore reason.
Like you don't know the soup. He says,
the soup speed strats. But like Dean, I've been very careful and meticulous with the way I approach moving around and hiding from enemies. And like I've seen one thing that people have been complaining about this game is, it's $70, but it's only like 12 hours of gameplay. And it's like, first of all, if the gameplay is insanely high quality, then I would take a $70 12-hour game over a $70 like mid 5 out of 10 open world game that's like 300 hours long any day.
Right.
But but like not even factoring that in, like depending on the way you play, you're gonna. Like I'm pretty sure I'm over like 20 hours at this point, and I'm not. I don't know where I'm at. I'm a bit over halfway, but I mean, it feels like it's like I'm getting my money's worth for sure, both in terms of quality and
like I know later on, like if I want to replay the game, I can like run through the hallways and whatnot. I'm like, you don't really be scared. But the first time through, like I'm always like, all right, let me like I could rush it because I know it's a video game, but like I'm gonna try and like take my time a little bit more and not like
get like lost and like immerse yourself a bit. It's
Like if I'm running, it's because I'm running freaked out for my life. I'm like, shit, the girl.
They're gonna get me.
And I am excited to replay it. Like I'm pretty sure Dean and I both like did like all the 100%ed remake Resident Evil 4 remake.
Yes.
Which is very like you need to plan
your
plot
speed
out.
runs and
Yes. Oh my god, it's so fun. So I'm excited to try that with this game, and it's just been so fun. But yeah. Let me move. I got a couple more games. Not as long as my opinions on Requiem, but been playing a little bit of Legend ZA, that new Pokemon game.
Oh yeah.
I'm like not very far into it. I feel like I'm getting just stuck in this really satisfying gameplay loop of running around collecting crap and like catching Pokemon. Because like they have this new mechanic where the more Pokemon you catch, the more you get like different TMs and stuff. And there's so it's just so addictive to just throw your Pokeball and like grab it. And oh my god, it's so fun. I'm liking. I thought I was not gonna like this game very much, but I am definitely liking it. I like all the characters. The music is amazing. They're just like I think orchestral versions. I don't know if it's like digital or whatever, but it sounds way better than the 3DS versions of.
Oh, nice.
Kalos, however you pronounce that. But not much to say there because I haven't really gotten too far. I'm just like, but I'm enjoying it.
Nice.
And then. Yeah, it's fun. And then the last thing I've been playing is Wind Waker, which is probably like my 20th playthrough of this game.
Oh my gosh,
just because, it's so good. Because for a few reasons. I have not played the GameCube version in probably like 20 plus years. I've always played the Wii U HD version. So it's been really cool now that they released it on NSO to like go back to it and be like, oh, here are all the subtle little differences. And man, the art style is so good on the GameCube version. Oh my god.
And you don't have the crosshairs.
yeah. Literally every time I use that, I like make fun of Peebs for that because it's like, oh no, oh this is so much better. Wow, I don't have crosshairs. What a better experience.
On my stream complaining about the crosshairs, by the way.
Oh my god,
it was so funny.
It's very silly. But yeah, me and my girlfriend have been playing that, and we've been 100%ing. We played Twilight Princess before this, 100% of that. It was a lot of fun.
Nice.
And so now we're doing Wind Waker. We're up to the Earth Temple, and we've just been doing I don't know if you guys did the figurine thing when you played Wind Waker. You have to take pictures of every character in the world, and it takes so long. It's so funny. And there's like specific characters that you're like restricted to. Like there's a specific Rito character where if you talk to Medley and bring her with you, he like leaves and you don't have a chance to get a picture of him. So I've been just being very meticulous in taking pictures of every person that might use a one-time thing. So
can't risk it.
Yeah, but like that's my favorite Zelda game. It's that and Majora's Mask, and I also love Twilight Princess, but this is just after playing Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom and being like, man, I am so exhausted with this big open world Zelda formula. I like it, but I just want, it feels so good to go back
to this
more
smaller and you're on a boat.
Yeah,
maybe that would be ideal.
Yeah, maybe I'm wondering like legitimately, is the third Breath of the Wild game going to be like on the water now? It's going to be like the Wind Waker version?
Yeah, because they did Sky, they did, like your kind of foresty grasslands and stuff.
Right, yeah.
So it could be, certainly.
So I'm personally hoping they do a completely different thing. I do not need to revisit that world. We already have 5 games in the Breath of the Wild, like chronologically, you know what I mean? Like I'm exhausted with that. Just let's move on to something new. Something that looks completely different. But yeah, that's everything that I've been playing.
Okay. Well, it's a good transition because speaking of Zelda, our theme of this episode is anniversary celebrations of games. Yes. And it was Zelda's 40th anniversary, and it definitely went out with nothing.
Yeah,
I was going to say,
I feel like I've been celebrating the 40th anniversary more than Nintendo has.
That's the thing. Like, I've hered, and this is of course theory, but like we might hear more during the summer, and they might start doing
so just to be clear, the 40th anniversary is this year, right?
Yeah, it happened already.
So but I mean, like to be fair, we're in the year of, right? So maybe
year of it. Yes,
there's got to be something. There's got to be something.
You would hope. You would.
I mean, they always do something. Like they'll say whether it's like, "Yay, here's a
Game and Watch."
Here's a Game and Watch.
A Game and Watch that has Link's Awakening on it for some reason.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. That was so confusing. Like, what an inexplicable
strange
way to celebrate.
Like, here's Twilight Princess on the Switch too.
Dude, everybody has been begging for Wind Waker HD, Twilight Princess HD on the Switch for literally since the Switch came out. So it's been like 9 years now. Oh my god.
Yeah.
We'll get like
maybe they'll give it to us.
Super Mario 3D collection.
So it'll be just like that. It'll be, you can get it in a month, and it's gone after a month. So get it now.
Oh my god.
I'd be so upset.
Ugh,
That's so dumb.
That was still the strangest move.
Customers in always complaining about it's like a $90 game now, and I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you, buddy.
That's why I still have mine sealed.
I got
legitimately
mine digital on a whim.
I thought of buying another hard copy just to keep it sealed. You know what I mean?
Oh, that would have been smart, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh,
but I'm like, I'm sure. I also had the consideration. This is just like a marketing tack. Like they're not actually
right.
Gonna,
I was like,
and
surely
then they did it.
They'll sell it again.
No, the only reason
they didn't even bring it back for the 40th anniversary.
And that's crazy. And
that's
that's
insane.
Crazy.
And that was last year, right?
Does Nintendo really even do anniversaries that much anymore?
That was last year.
Did we get something for Mario's anniversary?
We did. We got the Mario movie announcement.
Yes.
Okay. We got Galaxy 1 and 2 for $70. Weren't you happy about that?
Was that not everything you hoped and dreamed of?
Let's go. Wind Waker for $70. Twilight Princess.
Oh my god. You joke, but that's literally what it's going to be.
I was going to say, don't put the idea in their mind.
No, they released one Zelda game that's like, this is a high quality title. It's $70. And now every title is going to be $70 from here on out.
Yeah.
Wait, they do more than $70, don't they? Wasn't there one that was like $90?
There was. Something was like $80.
I mean, with the DLC, yeah.
Mario
like
Kart
Pokemon Legends ZA is $70, but if you want the DLC, it's $90. It's like, oh,
that's
great.
stupid,
Cool.
but I get it. But like, I think Mario Kart World was literally just like, $80.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
I think the most egregious thing they've done,
because everyone's gonna get it, right?
I think
but it was at least
more
egregious
egregious
with the Switch. But, go on.
Yeah, even more egregious than Mario Kart World and even the Mario Galaxy bundle, because those are two of the best games ever. You know what I mean? Like, I guess if you're gonna like whatever. Yeah. But Mario Tennis for $70? Are you kidding me?
We don't need to be doing that. We
What?
don't need to be doing that.
That's
no
absolutely
reason.
nuts.
We'll talk about this a little bit later, but I really don't like Nintendo's current pricing schemes.
Yeah, I mean they're in their like, we are winning the quote unquote console wars era, where they just can price anything any way they want because they know
maybe this is a bold
dry.
claim, but I kind of don't feel like the Switch 2 went over as well as they wanted.
Oh no,
like I feel like everyone bought it, but like everyone was super hyped for it. Then it came out and it's
everyone bought it.
It's
I don't have it.
Wait a second, all these games are like 7 out of 10s.
Yeah.
It's like, is there anything to play? It's like Metroid Prime 4, which to be fair, like I was super excited for Metroid Prime 4, but when you know it's been in development hell for like 20 years.
And even that
like,
didn't turn out the way any of us wanted. You know what I mean? Like the writing was on the walls from the get-go, I feel like, but it just got worse and worse, and it's like, oh my god, this is even really a Metroid Prime game.
Mario Kart World. You know what game doesn't disappoint though? Kirby Air Riders, obviously.
I have been wanting to play that.
I do like it. I do like it.
I'm gonna be that guy and say I never liked Kirby Air Riders, and I think
well,
the fact
so
that
don't get it.
So Toasty, I didn't like the first one, and I get hated on all the time for saying that. The thing is, I still think this one has problems. My issue is like, I don't think, and it's like hard to say because yes, some people win more consistently at it than others, but I kind of feel like there's not that much skill to it. Like I feel like a lot of it is just who you choose as your writer and what cart you choose, and that's a huge portion of it. I'm sure on a high level there probably is like skill if you're like really drilling down and refining like to like those small things, but I feel like on a casual player level there's very little involved beyond like the cart.
I think it's kind of similar to Mario Kart in that like it's a lot about learning the course. And like since you have multiple carts, it's like how does this cart play on this course, and like what's really good for one cart is really good this one section and plays a certain way, but it's different.
I mean, a big part of it, a big part of the skill issue to me was like this. I mean, he had like 2-hour-long directs, which is an insane thing to think of. But also, he's like, and here you need to collect a bunch of stuff. I don't know if this is unique to just the city trial thing, but like the way you're like constantly getting, and then the last thing you do is like random or whatever. And so based on what you allocated towards speed, jump, that you could end up being completely screwed. And is like, well, what the hell is the point of this? Stupid.
I think it's It's supposed to be kind of like, I guess, Mario Party-esque in that, like, it can just kind of, like, be chaotic or go wrong for you. And, like, that can be fun to a degree. I've never been as into, like, the city mode as some of the other stuff. Weirdly, and this feels so strange to say, but I liked the story for Kirby Air Riders.
What? It has a story?
It does. It has like a single player story mode. Yeah, it's kind of World of Light-esque a little bit, where you like do little like challenges against like different riders, and there's different goals, like specific goals and targets for each of the matchups, where it's like defeat this number of enemies, collect this number of food, like see if you can take out this many riders with bombs in this amount of time. So
it's like a Smash Brothers events type thing.
Yes, exactly. But then there is like a story, and every time you progress like through a certain level, you unlock another like cutscene to see what's going on with it.
Now, are the cutscenes like high quality cutscenes? Like what?
Yes, except I was getting frame drops, but they look gorgeous. But I was getting frame drops.
That's what you expect.
Although, wait a second, frame drops on a Switch 2? I thought we left that behind the Switch 1. What is happening?
I regret
we
to
got
say.
too close to the sun, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh my
God. Hate to see it, but
I was gonna say, I mean, without like, I guess people don't want spoilers to this game because it's like, what, a few months old? But just out of curiosity, is there like, you know, every Kirby game ends with like this eldritch horror abomination, like demon final boss. Is there anything similar to that holds up in that field?
So it's not an eldritch horror demon. I would say it is like
it deals more with existential
frightening on
dread.
an existential. I was about to say it evokes existential dread.
Interesting. I like that. Okay. That's the one thing that I will never like discredit from Kirby games is the way it goes off the walls at the very end. It has like really disturbing themes when you like really crack
disturbing
into it.
Themes for sure. I mean, like again, it's not like it gets like it doesn't really drill down into it and sit there too long. But like I think if you sit with it and you think about it, you're like, wow, that's really messed up.
I think one time I just came in to see what she was doing, and she was sobbing over like one.
No, I was
my
not.
God.
That's
I'm like,
not
wow,
true.
This is
He's
emotionally
lying.
moving you.
Man, I gotta buy this game. Holy crap, that's amazing.
He's lying.
Dude, if Kirby ever like suffered severe injuries and was near
my
death,
God,
I would probably shed a tear because he's such a good.
He's so
good
sweet.
Boy.
Never let anything bad to him. Happen to him. He's my little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's also like God, essentially. So
That
he will
too.
never.
He's above
He will
God.
It's all right.
He's a kid God killer.
The God Slayer. Yeah.
It's been a great
One
discussion
last
on
question.
the Zelda 40.
Yes.
One last question, real quick. Did either of you get the $50 Kirby Air Rider amiibo?
No.
Either of the three?
No.
Okay.
No,
thank God.
did not.
Yeah,
Right.
no.
I really like
proud of
the
Thank
Skylanders
you.
Swap Force concept of it, but I really think the price tag is stupid, and I don't think Nintendo's doing enough with Amiibo to justify their existence
No.
still being
Easily.
$50
existing.
is for like a piece of like chunky plastic is crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah.
But also, like, the Amiibos aren't doing enough to even justify the price tag of using them in the first place.
That's the thing.
Like, I think they're really underutilized for still existing. You know what I mean? If they're
It's
still
just
going to
Nintendo
exist and you're
Funko
still going to
Pops, you
use
know?
them, if you're still going to incorporate the technology in the game, make them do something. Like Animal Crossing finally added freaking Zelda stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Being able to
for
tap
real.
the amiibos and such. So I feel like they should expand that with more games and just have random amiibos do stuff, you know?
I feel like the amiibo aspect that in 2026 that I like the most is the just like completely like, why does this exist ones? Like I know Capcom has been doing has one for Leon and Grace, which is already insane. But then they have one of the little girl from their new IP that hasn't even like what? Who is buying that? That's so crazy.
That is crazy.
It's just
I
so
guess
bizarre.
anytime you call something a collectible, somebody's gonna get it somewhere. But yeah, that is wild. For sure.
It's just such a like, why do these exist type thing that I'm like, should I buy it? Is this going to be worth like hundreds of dollars in the future because of how insane? You know what I'm saying?
Who knows? Yeah, it could be.
So weird.
Yeah, if no one else is doing it. Okay, So, any other thoughts on Zelda's 40th, or are we good to move to our next item on the agenda?
Let's quickly, let's just speed run through favorite Zelda game. Manic.
Oh God.
Go.
So this is when I confess that I really have not played that many.
Oh
but
no.
It's okay, neither have I.
Yeah,
oh my God, Dean, do you believe what is happening here?
I got her to play through Ocarina of Time. She stepped foot into the water temple and then never played it.
I never played it again.
Okay. Justified though. Justified crash out.
Thank you. Yeah, I like to think so. So, I mean, I think probably my favorite is Twilight Princess by default because it is, I think, although actually, asterisk, and this is, I think, the only Zelda game I have beaten is Link's Awakening, the remake, and I did really like that. But of the
game,
of the classic and the 3D ones, it's Twilight Princess because that's the one I've played the most of, and I have very fond memories of playing it with one of my friends in high school.
Very nice. Yeah.
Quick, pass the stick.
Yes.
I'll go.
Dean,
Shut up.
Nope, I lied.
Nope.
Shut up.
Just go ahead.
Yeah, we're just gonna go in the same order.
Yeah,
All right, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Twilight Princess is the first one I beat. It's very nostalgic to me. The wonderful Toys R Us lady made sure that I got a copy of it, even though I didn't pre-order it because I was paying for my own Wii when I was 12. It was very cute. So Twilight Princess, Majora's Mask,
nice,
is up there. I just really enjoyed it. And while Wind Waker should be like up there as number 3, I think it's Oracle of Seasons because that was my first Zelda game. And
I'm so sorry for your loss.
A little rent-free in my head. So it's not a bad game. I haven't played it in forever, but I always think of the the little underworld theme, and I really like the little underworld theme. Ambrosia is what I think it's called.
I think so.
Like that. Yeah.
I have no idea.
All right. And Dean?
All right.
Dean?
I mean, yeah, my favorite is Majora's Mask. It's just the best one. So.
Hell yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most unique, hardest hitting. Oh my God, it's just so good.
And like, especially considering they just like it was basically an asset flip like 9 monmonths after Ocarina of Time.
You're right.
So,
Yeah.
They don't do stuff like that anymore.
No.
Showing my age, but I don't do stuff.
They take 6 years to make an asset flip with Tears of the Kingdom.
Rip. Oh, Lord.
So, I mean, I did
Jesus.
really like Tears of the Kingdom. Definitely not my favorite, though. I still prefer the older formula. A couple of like shout-outs that aren't kind of mainline ones. I like Link Between Worlds is still really fun to go back to. And then I did also... It's definitely not my favorite, but I had a lot more fun than I thought I would with Echoes of Wisdom.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I bought that. I haven't played it
Like,
yet.
as
like
soon as
it.
I go in, I'm like, this is a kind of a silly spin-off, but then you're like, oh, wow, there's so much I can kind of do. And it's sort of like a interesting mix between, like it's not open world, but you sort of have the more open freedom that kind of Tears of the Kingdom gives you, where you're not, like, making vehicles, but it's like, all right, I have all these little toys I can use. Which one do I want to use? And yes.
Is it non-linear in the way that Link Between Worlds is, where you can go to any dungeon?
I think it's like in a similar way where there's like, it's like pick one of the 3 you want to go to, do the like main event, then there's go to pick one of the other 3 you want to go to, and then go to the final boss.
Cool.
So,
all right.
and real fun to explore. Cute game. It has the just the Link's Awakening art style, which is already pretty fun. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
quick
that a
shout
lot.
out to that one.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And Toasty?
Yeah, like I said, Wind Waker is my
Right.
favorite, but it's a very close tie between that and Majora's
Gotcha.
Mask. Wind Waker was my first Zelda, so I've got the nostalgia bias
Classic.
that Shut Up was talking about with Seasons. But Majora's Mask is just such a masterpiece and such a weird... The fact that it exists is just the most miraculous thing to me. It's just such an amazing game. And I played Ocarina of Time. I don't think Ocarina of Time personally comes anywhere close to how... I guess for the time it was like A Link to the Past 3D, which is still huge.
Right.
But Majora's Mask is just this wholly and unique individual thing that has yet to be even slightly recreated by anybody, any indie developer, Nintendo. It's just such an amazing game in so many ways. It's so good. So yeah, it's definitely a tie between those two. Twilight Princess is my third. I will say quick shout out to, and this is gonna be a hot take, but I think the most fun Zelda game that everyone just completely hates, and this is asterisk in multiplayer, Triforce Heroes for the Nintendo 3DS.
I'm about to say, who's he about to say? Triforce Heroes. I forgot about that one.
Everybody forgot about it, and if they remember it not fondly, completely the opposite. I think if you're playing with buddies on Discord, you know, it's a fun experience.
Aww.
Like the swapping, the fashion mechanic thing, and like swaps your items and stuff is fun. The music is amazing. Level design's pretty good. It's just such a weird game too. It's like the main boss is like this old lady and who's like doing the princess laugh. It's just such a bizarre game that I cannot believe they made it. It's similar to Majora's Mask, but nowhere near as good. But yeah, that's a shout out to that game because it gets a lot of. Yeah, but it is the worst single player game I think I've ever played.
Wow.
Just to be clear.
Good to know.
So, yeah. It is, do not play that game single player. It is
bad,
unplayable.
Yeah, wow. All right.
Aside from that,
good to know.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Okay, so I think that brings us to we wanted to touch quickly on not nearly as extensively the Stardew Valley 10th anniversary.
Yeah, Stardew's important. You see, it was Jeannie and I's first let's play on the channel and kind of booted the channel.
Cute. I didn't know that.
And then I think it was the first game that us three all played together? ?
Oh, can you not see the community center collections and multiplayer from your menu?
You should be able to.
Yeah.
You may.
I don't know the answer to that.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like
yes, it probably was very early on. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Unless there was WoW too.
Jeannie wouldn't come and do Roblox. So.
But yeah,
yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Very very early Spranic core game, you know.
Ancient history.
It celebrated its 10th anniversary, and Mr. Concerned Ape's video was like 20 minutes of just yapping about.
I loved it. I was living
which
for
was
it.
great.
Yeah.
I'm like, give me more.
Yes.
I know, he had, near the end, he was like, you guys are all probably bored out of your mind and just want me to announce the marriage candidate. I was like, no, keep going!
Yeah, it was
so
cool listening to him yap, you know, because the game was in development and went through so many phases.
Yes.
And I know it's not your thing, Toasty, but it's still like, it was very cool just to listen to him yap about it. And then he revealed the marriage candidates.
Yes, and I think, just real quickly, still on that topic, I was amazed by how much there already was when he was like, this was like 6 months into development, and he's showing it, and it looks, at first glance, kind of already like it could be a finished game. It just looked very, very different. It's like, he was like, it's basically just like a Nintendo, like a SNES version of Harvest Moon was sort of what he had made. But it was wild to me to realize that, like, if he had all that after 6 months, and it took 5 years to make the game, like, how much of making a game is like the polishing, the refining, the, you know, like the really zeroing in on like, okay, how can I make these mechanics work together? How can I like add and expand upon this? I think as someone who definitely does not develop games, it's like, in my mind, that base skeleton is what I would think most of the time goes into, and it seems that is not the case, or at least was not for him, which was very interesting. But yes, the marriage candidates, Sandy, yay! Clint,
yay!
Cricket.
Yeah, anyways.
I have been loving seeing all the memes about it, though. People are clowning on him so hard, which is great.
Okay, the subreddit, though, is all like mad at Clint haters now.
What? Oh my god, no, that's the
I'm
fun.
the CEO of Clint haters. How dare they?
Yeah, so like people who normally peruse the main Stardew Valley sub, r/Stardew Valley, they're now going to the r/Clint subreddit.
Yeah, so that
and
they
going,
can hate him
oh
in
my
peace.
god, these people are crazy.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
he's supposed to be like, even Concerned Ape was joking about it. Like, he's not supposed to.
The eating grin he had when he announced it was so funny, dude.
He's like, people
Rest in peace,
are
wizard
gonna,
lovers.
Oh, sad for them. Maybe one day. Yeah. I saw people being like, I can't wait to marry Clint just so I can divorce him, which, fair. I'm glad that that's the energy he brings, I think. But I am curious, I am actually sincerely curious to see what they'll do for his hard events and stuff. And same with Sandy. I don't know what those will look like, and I look forward to it.
I'm also, I hear the Stardew Valley expanded I haven't played much modded Stardew Valley, at all. Gracie has.
Same. Yeah. I don't.
And I hear it from her quite a bit, but I haven't dabbled in it, but I hear Stardew Valley expanded is very good. It's got good characters, good new
I hear that too.
And all of this stuff.
I just don't know how to open my heart to it. It's I'm just kind of a purist, I think. The most modding I have done, the entirety of the mods I have, ready? I'm going to list them off. I have 3, and they're the most weird, arbitrary things to have modded, but this is what I do. 1, cuter models for the pigs. Very important, because the pigs are not drawn cute enough, and that's what so I have that. I have cuter models for the pigs. 2, a mod that makes your babies look a little bit more like your spouse. So, they don't just look exactly like you. They're, customized to have, a mix of your features and your spouse's features, which is cute. 3, wildflowers for the grass. The wild grass that grows on your farm. That's it. Those are my 3 mods.
Yes.
All very essential, as you can imagine. I don't know. It's I'm sure Expanded is really good, and I love Stardew Valley, and I've played so much of it, and at this point, I have done everything, so part of me is I don't know where the hesitation comes from, but I'm just okay, but it's not his, though. He didn't make it. So, I don't trust that it has the same energy and spirit and heart as the original.
I feel like once you go to it, though, it's also hard to go back to vanilla.
And I don't want
all this stuff.
But all that
10
that to
minutes
happen.
of it, and I'm like, what's going on? This is so weird. Anyway.
Yeah.
But that being said, those writers, I think one of the writers from that, or one of the mod devs, I don't know what the word is. They're working with the 1.7 team.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Yeah, they're on the 1.7 team. So
wow.
I am hoping for more just more expansive dialogue and little bits here and there with the characters. I really liked the seasonal outfits that they brought for winter, so I hope everybody gets new seasonal outfits too.
Honestly, I feel like the things he adds are always way better than anything I could come up with to ask for. So I'm always just kind of along for the ride and excited to see what he will bring. They're just, they're fun, very whimsical ideas in general that I enjoy a lot.
I remembered more crossover things. So we've had Stardew Valley in other games, they had the Among Us stuff in
that was weird.
Stardew Valley Among Us pack. Yes. But we don't have Among Us in Stardew Valley. We need the crossover. I do really like having the Terraria Mewmere, though. That
is cute. I would honestly say I don't want too much crossover because I do want it to stay fairly pure to itself.
I do like how obscure the little crossover with Terraria is.
Yes, so I do too. It's you have to really go out of your way to find it. Yeah, it is not
you gotta throw the ancient doll into the lava and then get the gem and then go to the wizard's house. Yeah.
Go to his basement and put it on there.
Terraria's also been well established for so long.
Right.
One of the indie games, so
yes, and he said it that it was an inspiration to some degree and stuff. So
if they would add a Fortnite reference, that'd be pretty cool.
No, don't say that. Don't.
Where's the battle button?
Terraria definitely feels like it has more indie cred, small time indie cred, despite it being, which is crazy because Terraria is probably even more successful than Among Us at this point, right? Isn't Terraria insanely sold crazy? But Among Us was such a popular thing in 2020 that I feel like it has a meme. It has this weird meminess to it that would not work for Stardew. I feel like I don't know.
No, it's kind of the wrong tenor, I would say.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Okay. So, that just brings us to our last item on the agenda, I believe, which is the Pokemon 30th anniversary. I have a lot of feelings about this one. Do you mind if I start?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. All right. So I know Kelsey and Toasty, that y'all had kind of like fallen off with the mainline Pokemon games for a while.
Yeah, I played like a few hours of Scarlet and Violet. I thought it was the worst Pokemon game ever. It sucked.
Yeah, so the thing about Scarlet and Violet, so first of all, famously, I do not like open world games. Just like almost as a rule, I do not like them.
Okay.
I find them like paralyzing and I get overwhelmed. I want you to tell me where to go and what to do. I don't want to have to make those decisions for myself. Like, curate the game for me. Don't make me do it. That's my feelings on it. And I just like, I get overwhelmed. So Scarlet and Violet was probably not going to be my thing to begin with. However, if you're going to put me in an open world, and I will say, like, I think Pokemon as a series, in theory, like, its premises, its themes, its core gameplay could lend itself very well to an open world. That whole idea of, like, exploring and catching them all, like, yes, in theory, those could go very well hand in hand. However, that's the thing. Like, you have to make the world feel good to explore. And Scarlet and Violet was hideous. It looked so bad, and it ran horribly. So, like,
and it's not even just that. The design of everything around you just is so poorly constructed. Like, I could not believe what I was walking through.
No, it was like really, really
like you're
bad.
playing like a tech like alpha.
Literally.
Yeah, like it was.
Which, you know, I have a slight. I mean, you know.
I mean, I've never.
I actually really love Scarlet and Violet, but that's in spite of its horrendous, terrible flaws. Of which
you can like something while also accepting the obvious flaws. Glaring flaws.
It makes me think fondly back to the days when we'd look at a Sword and Shield and be like, look at the
tree,
the texture on the tree.
Right, and it's like, oh god, y'all didn't know how good you had it.
Literally.
I have this picture of a waterfall in Scarlet and Violet, and when I tell you, like, I felt sick to my stomach when I saw that waterfall. It's so ugly. It looks worse. Like, you compare that thing to, like, I think about the water in Super Mario Sunshine. And, like, this is, like, that was, like, leagues and leagues ahead of what they were doing in this. So all of that to say that my biggest complaints with that game was, like, I felt like there was some really fun ways that they were branching out and, like, straying from the formula, trying new things. I thought it was adventurous as a game, and I liked that a lot. I was just sad that it looked awful and ran even worse. This is not to say nothing of, I would sometimes have, like, my screen would, like, it would load for, like, close to a minute on a completely black screen sometimes, just, like, between areas, and I was like...
No, you know what I love? I love when it has to cut to a black screen for you to load the sandwich eating animation, then it cuts to another black screen, so you can go back to your menu or whatever, and it's just like, what is
God, terrible. So I was really, really excited when they showed Winds and Waves, and the water looks so pretty.
It does.
The environments look great. They look like somewhere I actually want to go and explore, and I'm excited to potentially go and get lost in it and, like, find Pokemon there, which is very, very exciting.
Do you guys remember when we played New Pokemon Snap and VC together?
Yes, that's what it looks like. I was gonna say, I said the same thing to Dean Toasty. I was like, this looks like New Pokemon Snap.
It's like, we were like saying, like, why? As much as I actually liked Sword and Shield, I thought it wasn't that bad. I'm like, why don't the games look like? Can you imagine if the games look like this? This looks so good. This game literally looks like that, which is like such a huge improvement.
Yes, and that's exactly what I thought of as, like, I loved Pokemon Snap because it's like, it was fun to, like, poke around and see what you could find there, like what little secrets are hidden in those nooks and crannies. And, like, I was getting so excited looking at the preview for this. I was like, wow, I want to jump in and see what they have to show us. Also, I like the designs for the starters, so that always bodes well.
I love the starters. They're so cute. I love Pombon.
I'm coming around to them. It's like I have the same thing every time. I'm like, what am I looking at? This is different.
No.
I think I'm gonna assume Dean and I had a similar reaction. My first immediate reaction to seeing them was like a gut punch of, oh, these are the ugliest things I've ever seen. Except, I guess the dog is kind of cute.
World?
Yeah,
like literally. But like, this is just this happens every cycle, I swear, where it's like the fan art comes out, the memes start happening, and suddenly I'm like, I love this stupid bird so much.
People like
this, like, Rowlet at home ass looking design. I actually love it now.
You know what's funny is that I think I saw you talking in Pedeville about how there were a lot of lot of negativity around the designs. But I didn't see any of that on my feed. I saw people going crazy with the art and just loving them. And I think Pombon and Brute definitely got the most like hype over them.
Yes. I think Gekwa is cute. I think it's just a little quick off the back of Sobble is my concern. Like,
off the back of Sobble, off the back of Quaxley, off the back of the Poplio. We get the same style of water starter in the past like 4 generations. Like, I think Poplio turned into a cool design. I like that design. But then we have a skinny twink lizard guy, and then we have the skinny twink duck guy, and I could just see this thing turning to a skinny twink lizard guy. I'm like, come on, dude. Can we
not again?
So like, it's that, and it's like, all right, Brout, you're close. We've had a Rowlet like not too long ago.
Yeah.
So even if that seems close, so like with the lizard, like it's like we just Sob.
It's just too much.
Like the thing is, I think Pombon even is a little bit reminiscent of Fennekin, to be completely honest. Like I think all 3 of them kind of closely resemble
another. It's also like the other side of Litten as well.
Yes, exactly.
Right, yeah. The cute mammal type, you know. And
look, I love Pombon. He can look like the others all he wants. I love him.
Pombon is the obvious standout. Oh god, if he turns into an Incineroar...
I don't look at the final evolutions. I think, like, look, Tepig is one of my favorite Pokemon. I think Emboar is atrocious.
The ugliest final starter.
So one of those so hideous. Yeah.
Mega Emboar is an improvement. But
the bar is 10 feet under the floor.
Emboar is atrocious. Pignite is terrible. I hate both of them. Love Tepig with all my heart.
Tepig is so cute. And so cute. And I wish...
I don't care about having an affinity towards evolution lines. I like my individual Pokemon.
No, see, my problem is I know that the third evolution is the one that I'm going to be playing with for like 80% of the game. So I'm like, I have to like the third. The second one doesn't really matter, but I have to like the third or I'm not going to choose them.
I need to like the third. I don't need to be like in love with it because like, you know, my favorite starter of all time is Chikorita.
Yes.
And don't get me wrong. Meganium isn't like terrible, but it's not like, oh my gosh, I love Meganium. I'm like, oh my gosh,
it's not hard
Chikorita.
to look at.
Meganium's unoffensive, but not on the level of Chikorita. So true, so true. So, and I do think it's just like, obviously we've had a lot of generations of Pokemon at this point. They've used a lot of ideas, and so perhaps it's natural that we'd be looping back around to some.
I mean, we're also looping back around to theming because Wind and Waves feels very ocean.
Apparently it's more Polynesian based.
But
I do think there's overlap there.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. I think it's been long enough. We've gone a couple generations. We can go back to
I mean, if you think about it, the first like 4 games were all
just based off of Japan. That's true.
Yeah, and I like that. Hoenn, Johto, and Kanto. I love all of them. So I mean, but that could be nostalgic bias. But man, I think honestly, the biggest reason why I'm okay with going back to a water base is because that's what this. It needed to happen. The water needed to look as good as it does, and it's just like
it did need to look
like
good.
the Game Freak understood the assignment. They said, "Okay, everybody shat all over our crappy environments. We need to make this game." Like they barely showed us anything of the Pokemon and the combat or anything like that.
Yeah,
I think that was
true.
That was honestly
they were like,
"Look
at these tree textures, guys."
Look at the environments. Look
at
the
one
mountains.
scene where there's like the village on the water and it shows up.
With the water slides. That looks so cool.
Chef's kiss. Yeah, I'm excited.
They absolutely understood what they needed to do, and I think I don't know how to feel about the gameplay and like when you throw the ball and everything. It just looks the Pokemon look a little strange. Like Pikachu he's got like kind of a more realistic fur texture, but not at the same time. That looks a little off-putting to me, but I don't know. Aside from that, though, the environments just look so good, and I hope the game runs well. It's probably going to run at like 30 frames, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah,
the thing is, they did have a longer development cycle this time.
Yes,
like
they did. That is another thing.
Long time we've had
2027, which is shocking.
Yeah,
they're actually gonna wait a whole year.
I'm really proud of
that's
them.
years.
Good job, guys.
Me too. Character
And I think
growth.
the reason why, I mean, aside from the obvious, like they need time to let it cook, is they know they have something very special, which is apparently the greatest Pokemon spin-off, the highest rated Pokemon game of all time so far. Pokopia.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can't stand Pocopia's notch.
When this game preview, like when the trailer first came out, I was like, I thought it looked so good. I was so excited for it, and then I felt like the general reception from the rest of the world was like very underwhelmed, and I was like, maybe I was building it up too much in my head. I don't know, but apparently,
I think my biggest problem was the
great.
Ditto. The Ditto character looks so weird.
Freaky, like.
Yeah, but it made I think that the weirdness of the design is more than justified with the gimmicks of you get all the different Pokemon abilities and you can use it to farm your
which
it's
makes
just
sense.
so cool. Yeah,
it's a very creative combination. And I almost, part of me is like, wow, how did they come up with this? The other part of me is like, I can't believe they haven't done something like this before with
honestly. Yeah.
So I'm really excited for it. I was literally just, I feel like a week ago telling Dean, like, I'm interested in it. I'm excited for it, but it's $70, like a full price game. And I was like, I don't know if it's going to have enough going to justify the price tag. So I'm going to hold off I'm not going to pre-order it. We'll see what the reviews look like. And then the reviews came in and they're all glowing. So I was like, well, all right, wow. I guess I'm getting the game.
I mean, this, as much as I was like, okay, this could be good, it still screamed to me like $20 to $40 3DS spin-off. You know what I mean? But no, it's apparently insanely good. So I think I'm gonna buy it. What do you guys think?
There's been speculation that it's got a really deep, kind of depressing story behind it as well.
Oh, it does.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, apparently it's Kanto, right?
Yeah, it's post-apocalyptic Kanto.
Whoa.
Yeah. Spoiler warning. You find notes about what happened there.
Yeah, bringing it back to the 40th anniversary of Zelda. This is like the Red is defeated timeline. It's an apocalyptic
dark ending Kanto.
Yeah, exactly.
What if what's his name from X and Y succeeded and killed everyone?
Oh my god,
or whatever.
Lysander. No, that's so
that's
so funny.
Wow. Yeah, I'm really hyped for it though. I genuinely am. I honestly was getting so excited reading the reviews that I was like, I should go download it right now, and forgot that it wasn't out yet.
It's out in 2 days, in a day and a half.
So soon. Yeah, I am.
I've been seeing a lot of people talking about how funny it is. We have the two the bangers of 2026 so far: Resident Evil and Pokopia. It's the Barbenheimer of this year.
The range.
It's so good. It's like the Doom Animal Crossing of this year.
I was just going to mention that.
Barbenheimer's so back.
Yes, I love that. I'm excited for.
Also, have y'all seen the stupid Pokopia font generator?
Yes.
What is that?
Good.
Is that people
all right,
just
I was
making
gonna
memes
say
with the
I'm
font?
about to make I'm gonna make a Goat Mommy podcast one. I think we need it.
Perfect. I love that. That's great.
Oh man, it reminds me of that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles generator.
Yeah. All right, here it is. I hope you all enjoy it. I worked very hard on it by typing the text in.
Perfect. I love it. That's awesome. I could see this being if we had an Apple podcast thing, that could be our
our
thumbnail, our icon or whatever.
Exactly. There you go. Okay, and then any other, the only thing I think we had was just the Fire Red Leaf Green to Switch, which I'm just cool, good.
Okay,
nice.
So I think Toasty and I definitely have more to say about it. Dean, did you have anything to say about it?
Yes.
I do have some opinions on it, it's
Hit us.
the 1-2 punch, right? I'm sure you'll get into it. It's cool, this finally came to Switch, but at what cost? And the cost is $20, which is I'll show my age a little bit here. Per game, per language.
Yeah.
The language thing is really stupid. That's the worst part. But my mind is how much is a game worth? And I'm I remember the Wii Shop where you could get a Nintendo game for $5, Super Nintendo game for $8. So then to be splitting things up for here's $20 for this old game, which not encourage this, but like Pokemon games are probably one of the most like emulated games of all time. It takes like 30 seconds, so to be like, I'm gonna screw you over by like piecemealing it, it's like, okay. Which, and granted, they have Poke Home stuff, but like...
Yeah, literally, they didn't add anything, but we will in the future add Pokemon Home support. There's no like there's no like emulation thing, like Pixel Perfect mode. There's no fast forward. There's no rewind. There's like, it's the most bare bones, lazy port of all time.
That's the problem I have. Like, I'd be fine if like the price justified it, but like
add
this
some
is
concept art or something.
This is like it barely costs more than this on release, and like this is it's not like there's inflation because this is a digital like the release. You can still sell it for $5-8. Like, I can go on Steam and buy games for $2.
This is like 100% return on investment. Like they're not putting any money into this crap, and yet they're charging like what is essentially full price, and it's just
like I don't want to go like on a Nintendo rant, but like a modern Nintendo I feel like is so greedy. Like, oh my gosh.
So
and Pokemon and Nintendo too, like they're just they're unstoppable. And they know they're gonna milk the crap out of the millennials who are so nostalgia pilled. It's like,
I agree.
Sorry, go ahead, Jenna.
So I'm gonna play not quite devil's advocate, but from, say, I work at the Pokemon company, right?
Right.
I'd be looking at the secondhand market, and people, Toasty was like, people aren't paying $150 for these games just to play them, right? No, they absolutely are. People definitely buy them as a collectible item as well, but there are also people that just want to play on actual hardware.
Right.
And so they look at the price tag. Like, if I were someone working at the company, I'd be like, all right, how much can we charge them to, you know, not to piss people off too much, but to still make a decent amount when these games, these 20-year-old games, are selling for $150 on the market. The price actually...
How much can we squeeze out?
Kelsey Lewin of Pink Gorilla had Blue Sky posted, whatever it's called, about, I wonder what's going to happen to the price of these games physically. They've gone up.
Really?
God, that's so predictable.
Because that's the thing is, like, you're like, regardless, you can get the games, but people already could play the games. It was very easy to play it on Switch if you really wanted to. Like, it's still the physical, and now people can see it, be like, oh, this is a fun game. It'd be fun to play it on the Game Boy.
Yes, and exactly. It is insane. Yep. They've gone up. Normally, they drop a little bit, but they don't really get affected. I don't think NSO has affected any of the games significantly that have come out for it since I've been working at the game store.
Pretty high.
Path of Radiance has like not been affected at all.
Interesting.
Now you know what did affect the price point is actual physical re-releases.
Yeah.
And
so I was gonna say one thing that go ahead.
I was gonna say Metroid Prime Thousand Year Door got cut in half when the remake came out. Metroid Prime went from like $50 to $20. Like, freaking Pikmin. Even though the Wii version existed, most people prefer the GameCube version on the market.
Right.
And because it's just the more nostalgic one, I assume. I haven't played the actual yet. But regardless. The Switch re-release did drop the price of the GameCube version. Whereas none of those NSO releases, you know, the Oracle games, the Mario 64, none of that has affected significantly the price of any of these physical games. And so it was really funny. Like, I was looking at price charting yesterday or the day before, and the price had gone up for Leaf Green.
Oh my god.
It's not about being able to play the game. It's about, like, actually having, like, the physical.
Owning it,
Like, you own it. And, like, a remake, I'm sure does drop that a little bit, except for, like, if you're a really big fan of the original. And then it's still a collector's item.
I want to present an idea to you guys and see what you would think. So these digital digital versions of this game, completely untouched. There's like nothing about them. They're just digital emulations for $20. Yes. Would you prefer that, or would you prefer a $40 physical re-release of the Game Boy Advance games?
The $40 physical re-release.
Me too. Yeah. 1,000%. I would buy that like instantly. But like a $20 digital Switch version is like, I want to own it and play it on original hardware.
Yeah, the thing that's always frightening about the digital ones is like it just feels transient, right? You're like, there's this knowledge that like it can be taken away from you, you know, like, and that's more true for like stuff that's like live service, right?
Yeah,
but to some degree, it's like
digital,
yeah, but it's like if it's on a cloud, or if it's on like or if your Switch dies, then it's just like, is it gone forever? You know, like how do you get it back? And like, I mean, that can happen with a physical copy of a game, but it's more about like how you care for the game cartridge itself rather than just like the lifespan of the
It's like you have a little bit more
it.
control, right? It's like I don't have like, I don't know. I didn't buy High Guard, and now suddenly it's closing a month later for reasons. Not that would ever happen.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like it's my fault if I lose it, and that sucks. Compared to like if I wake up, it's like, oh yeah, Capcom decided actually no one can have Resident Evil 4 anymore. See ya.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, and like I can understand that it seems like such a boomer mentality to be like, I don't want things digital, I want it to be physical because I like touching the thing and knowing that I own it. It's like, but I think even like younger generations like Zoomers are now, I've read something there, they're like all kind of migrating more toward like old DVDs and stuff. Like they're going through the kind of Renaissance thing, the way millennials with VHS
it's the same thing with vinyls.
Yes.
Like vinyls.
Yeah. Vinyls have come back.
They come back,
Even,
like vinyls weren't that big of a thing when I was it. It was CDs, but now like vinyls are a huge thing.
My boss's like 14, 15-year-old niece is getting into digital camera, like the ones I used in high school.
Oh yeah.
Like I used to go around and take
people
pictures
are using like digital camcorders now.
And it's an aesthetic.
So
like Ian Brutalmoose was ahead of his time, man, bringing back the CRT stuff.
So many things going on like VHS themes or have the filters.
Right.
And like it is nostalgia bait in some cases, absolutely sure. But it also, I think, like, especially with like film and whatnot, like
I think it changes the way you interpret that thing, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
it does.
And I think that there's something to that that's more than just like, oh, nostalgia, you know, it doesn't, there's no actual like quality, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where silly little lizards are like, yes, a real thing in my hand.
Right. Yeah. Like I think like we as human beings long for something tangible. And like when you think about how we evolved, like, of course we do.
Yes.
Like,
now more than ever with like the rise of AI and everything, and like we're getting a little like philosophical existential here at the end of this podcast.
Just like a Kirby game.
It all comes back to the Kirby game. You're totally right. The philosophy of Kirby games is all what it all comes down to, you know? No, but absolutely. Yeah.
It's like you want something you can hold, you want something that feels real. And like your memories you make with the game, like those are always going to be insubstantial anyway. So I think it's nice to have something physical that you can tie it to, you know, like for it to not all just be in your head and all of that. Yeah. And I agree, especially with AI, I think having something real and that feels outside of that and untouchable by that is very comforting.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, no, I'm with you. I mean, would I be roasting them if they charged $40 for a physical re-release of it? Probably yes, because $40. But I would also probably still pay it.
I absolutely would, just to put it on my shelf next to my other Pokemon games. Yippee!
Yeah, I still have my copy of Leaf Green. I don't know about y'all, but I have my like real true cartridge of Leaf Green that I purchased in Lord even knows.
I lost all of my Game Boy Advance games. I'm pretty sure I kept them in a Ziploc bag like a moron and had them in the bag, and I'm pretty sure they were stolen from my bag. So
similar happens to me with a lot of my DS games.
my Heart Gold and Soul Silver I lost, and then like I go and look at the price online to get it. It's like hundreds of dollars.
I don't. It's insane.
I still don't know what happened to my Game Boy SP and probably like half of my Game Boy library, but all my Pokemon games made it. So I don't know how that happened, but it did. And the only downside is that all my Gen 1 and 2 games got traded into GameStop. And then I loaned Pokemon Coliseum to some kid in middle school and never got it back. I complain about that a lot. But
that game sucks, so don't worry about that.
Coliseum, bro. But aside from that, like I have all my Gen 3 through 5 games. I never got Black and White 2, though, unfortunately. But
I got that before the big like price increase. Thankfully,
my mom was
I snatched a White 2.
My mom was cute. She was she came to visit me because she was at the grocery store down the street from the store, and I was talking to a customer about I was selling him Pokemon Diamond, I think. And my mom goes, "Hey, didn't we go to the release? Didn't we do something with that game?" And I was like, "Yeah, we sure did. I sure pre-ordered it."
Aww, yeah.
It was cute.
That is cute. Yeah, she remembered. I'm glad. That is cute. Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention real quick at the end of this here. I've been watching One Piece. Have you guys ever watched One Piece?
I've watched
Dean?
like 2.
No. I haven't watched it, no. I've been too intimidated, which I'm sure is how everyone feels.
I felt the same way, and I've never really been like super like intrigued. I do like pirate settings. Obviously, Wind Waker's my favorite Zelda, so you know I've had, but I'm like, I'm never gonna catch up. But it's my girlfriend's favorite anime, so I was like, all right, let's give it a try, and we just watch it like at the end of the night, and. There's definitely aspects of it that are like, oh my god, I see why there's 1,000+ episodes. It's so slow paced. But,
oh Lord.
But like, I love this era of animation, this like kind of late 90s, early 2000s, you know what I mean? That style. Yeah. It's so nostalgic and just so satisfying to look at, even if some of it, the animations can be a little cheap. I just love the designs. The voice acting is so good. We're doing the Funimation dub.
Okay.
Oh,
like typically I don't like dubs, but I do like that era of dubs. So I'm watching this and I think it's great. And I think everyone's doing great. The characters are all really cool, really fun. They all have like legitimate character development and like backstory and everything in a way that's very refreshing for, you know, watching an anime in 2026. And I just got to episode, I think we ended off on episode 41, 42. And so we're in the Arlong Park era, and anyone who's watched will know that is like the peak like the peak One Piece, and it's so good. There's a specific episode, I think it's like episode 37, where it's like you get to get some backstory of this character who I was really not vibing with, and suddenly they're like one of my favorite characters, and it's just such an amazing moment where you're like, okay, now I get why people love this anime, and it's just so good. It's so good. So if you guys ever watch it, if you make it to episode 37, you'll be hooked. Like, I know that's a lot. That's a big ask.
Okay, so I just need to get to episode 37, not episode 800, right?
Yeah. All right, when you think about it comparatively, it's like a lot.
That's a small way into the show. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like one of the best like TV show moments that I've ever seen, just in general.
Wow.
And like that seems like such a big like hyperbolic statement, but it is. Like that is genuine. Like that is honestly, it's such an amazing moment. God, it's so good. Yeah, so I've been enjoying One Piece. It's great. I've also watched a couple movies. I watched the. Have you guys heard of Uma Musume? Umasa? I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, it's the gacha horse girl game. I have zero interest in that crap. Like, I do not need another gacha game in my life. The designs are all pretty good. It's fine, whatever. Like, I'm not interested in the gameplay, whatever. But there's a movie in theaters, and so I'm like, okay. I Google like
movie in theaters?
Yeah, there's a movie in theaters about that.
Wow,
so like,
all right.
Yeah, I'm like, this must be good. So I like look it up. I'm like, do I need to like know anything about the anime or the game? And it's like, no, just watch this like brief like 4-part series that's like 28 minutes per episode. And I watched it on YouTube. It's free on YouTube, and it was good. There was like one episode specifically that was really good. The rest were like just pretty, fine. So I'm like, okay, let's just go watch the movie. The movie was actually really good. I actually like shed a tear, a single lonely tear a third into the movie, and it was like. It's about like this girl, horse girl, wants to be the best. She saw when she was a kid, she saw this amazing like racer. So the whole idea is they're like horse derby racers or something, and they just run around a track, and there's not a lot to it, but it's like they do things with this premise, this like sports movie premise that you can't do in like regular movies, right? You know what I mean? Because like they're like thinking, they're talking to themselves in their heads. There's a lot of crazy animations, and the way they're able to express what is happening in the race and like what they're thinking and feeling is just so much more interesting and like captivating than a traditional live action movie. So I was really enjoying that. Yeah, it's about this girl. She wants to become the best, but she goes up against this racer who's like so insanely good that she feels like she'll never reach her, but she's still inspired that she can still do that. But then this character retires, and it's like suddenly her world is like turned upside down because she's like, well, now I'll never get to prove that I'm better than this person.
Man, her rifle's been taken away from her, sort of.
Exactly, and she's like being coached by this person who originally coached the racer who inspired this younger girl who had to retire because of a leg injury, and she's like in her 30s, and she's talking about how like, you know, she knows she can't race as good as she used to be, but that's never going to stop her from trying. It's just like this like soppy melodramatic anime crap that I love so much, especially as someone who's like in their mid 30s and like relating to this person, being like, you know, I don't feel like that dramatic about it, like, oh my god, my life is over, but like you can relate to like, man, you're in your peak at your 20s in terms of like physical, you know, your physicality and your health and everything.
Physical
and
health,
like so like seeing this person whose life was that, and thinking about it from the lens of that character, and being like, it not letting her stop her like live her life and love racing and all that stuff, and it's just like, it's so corny, but I love it so much.
Okay.
I cry, I tear up. It's just such a beautiful
movie. On that
movie.
point, you call it corny. All of the horses in that game are based on real life horses.
Yes, it's so interesting. Like,
I have to know, was Gold Ship in the movie?
She was not. No. That's another thing that I was confused by, because like when you watch the miniseries, the main characters, there's 3 main characters. They only are like very briefly shown side characters in this movie, so I was like very confused. But apparently the anime is all like, it swaps around the perspectives of the different characters, and so like a main character in one season can be a different character in a different series. So I don't know. I think that's actually pretty interesting. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this movie to you guys. And anyone, I'm not gonna play the game, not gonna watch the anime, but this movie was really, really great.
Nice.
And last thing I was watching was the new Pixar movie, the one about the beaver.
Hoppers. Yeah, that one.
Is it good?
Yeah. So I feel kind of mixed on this. It's been getting insane praise. Like, it's like apparently the highest rated Pixar movie, I don't know, since like Coco or something.
Really?
Been getting a lot of praise. It's good. It's very cute. It starts with that typical Pixar like sentimentality that immediately gives you a strong emotional core, kind of like Up, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's about this character who wants to save this spot, this little like pond reserve thing or whatever, because like she grew up in it, and it was like a safe space for her, yada yada. And it's like years later, she's an adult, and it's going to be turned into a fucking like a street or something, like a highway, you know, that typical like industrialization coming in to stop.
The plot of the book Hoot.
Probably. I don't know what that is, but yes, you're probably
it's
right.
Movie.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
But here's where it gets weird. She avatars herself into a beaver body,
as you do.
Yeah, and so she's like trying to get a beaver to come to that pond, and that'll bring all the animals back, and they won't be able to like build this highway on it. So so I really like the beginning of it because I like the character. I think the main character is really fun and charming and sweet. I don't love that she turns into a animal, and that's like the thing for like the rest of the movie.
Right.
But the movie itself was pretty funny. It had some good moments, and it has probably the most insane final act in a Pixar movie I've ever seen. So if that sounds good to you, I'd recommend it. I think I gave it like 3.5 stars out of 5. So it was good.
Follow Toasty on Letterboxd.
Yeah. I have like 1,000 Ys though, so good luck finding me.
Oh my god.
I am not an easily searchable person.
I'll link it.
1 Y, 2 Ys, 3.
Oh, I think
whichever one gave 3.5 the highest.
That's the one. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know you found it. Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, that's all I've been watching, and
all right.
I watched the newest episode of Grey's Anatomy this morning with my mom.
Nice.
Did it live up to your expectations?
It sure was an episode of Grey's Anatomy, but it had a really sweet tribute to Eric Dane, who played the best friend of Derek Shepherd, who also slept with Derek Shepherd's wife. It's a whole thing, but he was
spoilers.
Right, of season 2.
Grey's Anatomy spoilers
of season 2. But he played one of my favorite characters of the early Grey's Anatomy. He passed away from ALS recently, and they did a really sweet tribute. Like, they did a little montage of his character saying some good stuff towards the end. It was really sweet. We were like, oh,
that is sweet.
That was really sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a nice inclusion for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Dean and I, we watch the new episode of Frieren every week.
Yippee!
So we've got that going.
Is that season 2? Season 2, right?
Season 2, yep.
How's that living up? Because I know season 1 was like beloved, like highly praised. How's season 2 holding up?
It's been good so far. Frieren is interesting in that the pacing is very
glacial,
sporadic.
Like
I would say.
Sporadic,
So it's glacial until like it goes, and so I would say like it's
0
been
to 100
extremely slice of life, like very just like, you know, provincial day-to-day type stuff up until the most recent episode where we did have a little bit of a pivot into some like more intense stuff. So I'm gonna be curious to see if this is a longer arc and like where we go with it. But the animation is gorgeous. The characters are very fun and likable, and they've been consistent between seasons, and it's just the lore and world building are very like engaging. I love Frieren, so I think it's the emotional heart of it is very, very effective and moving. And yeah, it's good. So I'm happy to be along for the ride and to see where they take us.
How many episodes does that? Yeah. It's like a fantasy sort of thing, right?
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Fantasy, and they're on a long journey, like across like very perilous, treacherous lands. To like get to.
So it's slice of life, but also journey.
Yes,
the hero's
there's
journey.
It's like slice of life because they
Yes.
end up in towns, then they do towns and how they like get through things.
It's also, I mean, a huge part of it is about like it's like about like the transience of life and like the connections you make, but that doesn't make them less valuable, because obviously Frieren, the main character, she's an elf. So she went on this exact same 10-year journey once before with her first travel party. They slayed all the demons, they helped all the people, they killed the demon king, and they returned as like renowned heroes. And so her being an elf, she was kind of like, okay guys, bye, like whatever. And they're like, what, you don't want to like, you know, hang out and like stuff? Like, we've spent the last 10 years together. And she's like, 10 years is like nothing, like that's whatever.
Like
and so
year.
then and so then she kind of goes her separate ways, and like they had made a commitment to meet up again for the next time this meteor shower goes, and so they do meet up again for that. And at that point, like the leader of their group, Himmel, he was like, you know, their sword guy fighter, and
the redhead guy.
Like, no, he's got blue hair.
Okay.
Yes.
Redhead
And
the current
he's like an old man at this point, and so like he lives long enough to see the meteor shower with them, and then he dies.
So wait, 10 years? The meteor shower is like 50 years
every,
later.
like it's like every like 50 years.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was gonna say, damn,
So
we
it's
got
like,
old in 10 years.
No, yeah.
Okay.
And so the whole like Frieren, the show is tracing her going back through that same journey and path and connecting with the people there again and revisiting it now with the context of like basically like she never really allowed herself to like open up to that group and like fully acknowledge how she felt and cared about them, because she was like, because she knew it's like they're going to be such a small part of my life comparatively. And so now she's re-experiencing that journey with people as she has like learned a little bit more how to like open herself up to feeling those things. But it's like a very slow and gradual process. It's very bittersweet. I bawled like the first episode of the show, which is impressive because you're like, man, how could they make you care that much that fast? But it's whew, man. It gets me.
That sounds awesome. Wow.
Yeah, it's very well done.
I gotta check that out for sure. How many episodes does it have?
Season 1 is, I think, I want to say like 24-ish.
Oh,
is that right? Let me see.
Like 30 minutes
24,
each?
28, yeah.
Yeah, for
it's like a normal
season 1. Yeah, it's like a very typical... Oh, it's 28. 28 episodes, and they're each like 22 minutes, I want to say. Cool. And then, we're on season 2 now. So... it's good stuff. Very
cool. Brief aside, somewhat relevant. Dean, did you watch Game of Thrones?
I did, yes.
Okay, and you were obviously disappointed with the finale?
Of course. I was less disappointed with most people, but at the same time, it's like, really?
Just making sure you appreciate quality. Okay. Did you watch the latest spin-off, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms?
No.
I would highly, highly recommend that. It's like 6
We're
episodes.
We're so back.
It's legitimately like peak Game of Thrones, and I can't believe that.
Yeah.
But the like second to last episode, so episode 5, I think it is like stands above the best episodes, or like among the best episodes of Game of Thrones. It's insanely good. It's so like I would definitely recommend it.
Once House of the Dragon came out, I'm like, a spin-off,
I didn't
a money
bother with
grab,
that.
I don't care. So anything else, I'm gonna be like, nah, not interested in. But no,
because like I
someone of
noticed
such
people,
a steamed taste.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's people on social media were praising it. I'm like, there's no way this is that good. And I watched it. I was like, oh, okay, it is actually that good. Wow, that's actually insane.
Stand corrected. Yeah.
So I mean, it's an easy watch. It's like literally 5-6 hours at the max, and I just like worked while I had it on the background, and then got so invested in the penultimate episode that I just like sat there and was like, this is insane. So good. Yeah, if you watch that, let me, or like I'd love to hear your thoughts on this podcast.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, just because we were talking about fantasy, I figured I'd
good stuff. I have an assignment.
You do.
Yes, indeed.
Study up and report back. Okay, so I guess that'll conclude this first episode of our new format, which is crazy to say, but
almost 2 hours. Damn, we are.
We've been yapping.
This is the content you get.
I don't know what it'll look like going forward when we have our book club assignments going on.
Right, a little bit more structured.
I hope you guys enjoyed us yapping. I like listening to my friends yap and also yapping with my friends. So I hope you guys enjoy it as well. That isn't to say we don't like Fire Emblem anymore. We'll probably do something.
It'll be a topic of conversation many times.
For sure. Yeah.
Especially with the new Fortunes
coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So if you want an in-depth discussion of that, it's coming.
You should become a member.
Send us the review copy.
Become a member and help me get a Switch.
LOL.
Yeah.
Subscribe to the Patreon where you can get more. Kidding, we don't have a Patreon.
No, we don't.
We'll start a Kickstarter for Shut Up to get a Switch too, so she can be a part of the conversation.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. Well, we'll see you next time, whenever that is. We need to establish a schedule.
Maybe monthly-ish, something like that. It sounds reasonable.
Yeah. Let us, and feel free to give us your like feedback. Like if we're too rambly, if you need more structure, if you want us to be more rambly, if there's anything you would like us to hear. Like literally, I'm open to hearing anything. Like I have. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, but I still love. I mean, I'll never hate Faye. But like Dean and I especially, and I think to a similar extent, Manic, I think Shut Up's the only one who's like really still invested in Faye. Like it's just been hard to feel like motivated and excited about it. This is something I'm a lot more interested and excited about
I don't know
talking with my friends about things that I'm
the CYL2 harmonic
about.
spanner really got under my goat. It really got my goat. My goat is
a
gone.
And
I'm really mad
There's
about
just so
it.
much about the game that is
it's just not fun to
yes.
react happily to something that's pissing you off.
It's like, wow, I get to react to the same characters that I reacted to like 6-7 years ago. Oh god. Edit that out. 5 to 6 years ago.
Yeah, it's really and I think that's true. You know, it's like we like to be able to be excited about what's going on, and we don't want to have to be overly negative. You know, like we're always going to be honest about how we feel. I don't think any of us are really overly inclined to like sugarcoat it or that sort of thing. But yeah, it's like I think we felt bad feeling bad about as much of it as we did. And so this is a way we can be a little bit more excited about what we're talking about, which should be a positive thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely open to feedback. Would love to hear what y'all have to say and think. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.